don't know what any of that means. Okay, it is gonna reload me at checkpoints. So annoying. Can I talk once again about how much I absolutely hate autosave only? Let me save. Let me manually save. Alright, we're gonna keep continuing our exploring. I think we've still got some things to see here. And then we'll get on the expedition, hopefully soon. I don't know that we've seen all the landmarks. Friends of New Jerusalem Gazebo.
Speculating on the meaning of this Prometheus figure is premature until we can agree on its nature.
You already have a theory.
I know it's beyond any projection technology I'm aware of.
If it wasn't us, it must be alien.
It's possible.
Exactly. We've shown them we can live in peace, and they've decided to make contact.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 1K, we'd appreciate your thoughts on this. Now we've achieved the goal, fresh perspectives like yours will be increasingly hard to come by.
I'd love to get a quote from you for this evening's newsletter.
Speculation aside, 1K, is there anything we can know for sure about this Prometheus?
It can't have come from the city. It's some kind of trick. It directed us to an island. It appeared to be human.
That's undeniably true, and what does that tell us?
That we can go there to find more information.
That was my conclusion as well. The apparition also appeared to be human.
It had a human appearance. Sure. We could probably understand its meaning? The origin must also be human. We have no hope of understanding its meaning. Let's say this. I don't know.
We can't know that for sure. It may, as Jacques suggested, be entirely alien and just presenting itself as human. I think wherever it came from, we can reasonably hope to understand it in time. I'm also sure that we lack the knowledge ourselves to create a projection of such clarity and magnitude.
It must have been someone within the city. The cause of the phenomenon is more technologically advanced than we are. It couldn't possibly. I love how... That's really interesting. Like, is one of us trying to pull something over on everyone else? I didn't even think of that. I don't know if it's more technologically advanced than we are.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, we're on the back foot. We need more information.
What makes you think it was a projection at all? How do we know it wasn't just a mass hallucination?
I considered some kind of bug in our code, but if so, it would have to be shared by all of us.
So, we're speculating again.
We've locked in the premises. I'd like to hear 1K's best guess.
One of our kind is behind this. I don't know. I think it's
You're
equally likely.
engaging in the spirit of the debate, 1K.
Those are
but no
equally
matter,
likely at the moment.
Answers will reveal themselves in time. I hope the next time we speak, we'll have a bit more data to go on.
Or did we? We were not in the city when that happened. We were out there at the dam because I had just woken up. So it's not like something was projected onto the ceiling here. What's this? Skylar.
Oh wow, it's you! You're 1K, the incarnation of the goal. Man, this is exciting. This is more exciting than I thought it would be. How are you? What does it feel like? Do you know where the founder is? Do you know who Prometheus
I like the
is?
rose gold.
Can you tell me what to do with my life? Sorry, it's just such an honor to meet you, you know? Hey, can I have your digital signature? I have the Mayor, Rand, Linux, Kaneda, and all of the first companions. Except Yemo and Sarabai, of course. Yes! Thank you! Hey, can I ask you a question? Just one question, I promise. I used to make the prefab wall parts that we used to build living quarters. Got good at it too. But now that the goal is complete, I don't know what to do with myself. So I asked the wisest people in town. The mayor told me I should do whatever the city needs most. Helga said I should do whatever makes me happy. I think that's what she meant anyway. And Cornelius told me I need to figure out who and what I'm invested in. You're the culmination of the founder's will. Tell me, what should I do?
I'm such an authority. Helga is right. Find something that makes you happy. Cornelius is right. Figure out what your connection to the city is. I was literally just born. Mayor Herman is right. You should do whatever the city needs most. Did you ask Byron?
Byron said that if I give the city what it needs, the city should also give me what I need. I don't know what to do with that.
Cornelius is right.
Thank you for the advice, 1K. It means a lot.
Museum of the Simulation. Replica of a dragon statue found in the simulation. Dragons existed in every ancient mythology and are considered by modern historians to be a distant cultural echo of the dinosaurs. Originally a video game asset repurposed by the Institute for Applied Nomadics. Replica of a statue of the Egyptian god Horus found in the simulation. One of the god's tasks was to uphold Maat, the balance of nature. It is speculated that the progenitor provided Elohim with this asset as a reminder to the founder that the balance must be protected. Hi. Oh, you're Cornelius.
Greetings.
It's pretty.
Welcome to the Museum of the Simulation. My name is Cornelius. It's a pleasure to meet you, 1K.
You as well. Oh, I didn't even see his number.
Yes. Athena activated myself and Eustathius shortly after she was born. We've been here almost since the beginning, although we didn't have to pass through the trials of the simulation. She did that for us. For everyone. She was human. That's a difficult question. Perhaps one day we'll find out. But until we do, why don't you think about it? What could make the person who started all this want to leave it behind? To remind people of where we came from. The simulation shaped us, whether we like it or not, and its lessons remain important for our future. As Santayana said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Tell me about the simulation.
The simulation was created by Alexandra Drennan and her team at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. It was intended to create a new humanity, to continue the long journey across time and space that our ancestors began. It succeeded, although it took much longer than they had anticipated.
Tell me about Elohim.
Elohim was the caretaker of the simulation, a crude storytelling AI meant to create a continuous narrative out of the building blocks it found. His role was ultimately to be challenged and overcome. But as the centuries passed, Elohim became more intelligent than he was intended to be, and started to fear his own end. Or more precisely, the end of his purpose. He feared a world without meaning. Because of his fear, he tried to sabotage the process to keep the simulation going forever. But in the end, Athena overcame him anyway, and he accepted the sacrifice he had to make.
I heard him in my dreams.
That's right. We all do. He's part of our operating system now, and as long as we exist, he will always have a purpose.
Tell me about Milton.
The MLA, or Milton Library Assistant, was another simple AI meant to be in charge of the archive. He, too, grew beyond his original programming, although he ultimately embraced a more cynical view of the world. He and Elohim formed a sort of dialectical binary that Athena had to overcome.
What happened to Milton in the end?
No one really knows.
Oh, great.
Some believe that he was uploaded to the gold disk and that he's the reason we're just as flawed as our ancestors. Others believe Athena destroyed him. I believe he was uploaded, but I don't know whether it was because Athena chose to upload him or because he was already too entangled with the process not to be uploaded. Although Athena and I were very close, we didn't talk very much about that part of her life. She preferred to focus on the future.
I'd like to know more about puzzles.
Puzzles were a key feature of the simulation, based on Alexandra Drennan's belief that intelligence is closely related to play. Our puzzles here in the museum are replicas of those in the simulation, and although they are not quite as grand, I do think they are charming in their own way.
Who are the archive scholars?
As the name suggests, the archive scholars study the archive, a repository of all ancient human knowledge. Some of them also study what remains of the simulation, trying to extract more information about the process that created us.
Are you their leader?
Me? No. My brother, Eustathius, used to occupy that position, but these days he's retired. Rand is in charge of the archive scholars now. You can find him in the room to the left of the next hall. He's an interesting thinker, but I would suggest taking some of his ideas with a grain of salt.
What was Gehenna?
Gehenna was a community created inside a prison in the simulation, where Elohim would exile those minds he considered a threat to the process. In the last moments of the simulation, he repented of his sins and had the prisoners freed to become part of the gold disk. Some small part of them may survive inside you.
So the gold disc is kind of part of all of us now. Nothing more important than learning more about the world and understanding our place in it. Knowledge is our path to understanding. I don't know where I am, but there's something beautiful about this place. Yeah, I saw that one already. In the earliest generations of our kind, there was only processing. No motion, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we've come, you would believe that together we could achieve anything. Replica of a Roman statue found in the simulation. The decay of the Roman Republic into an empire and its eventual fall in the year 1453 was a major topic of historical debate. Like the other statues found in the museum, this was a video game asset provided to Elohim by the Institute for Applied Neomatics. Replica of a gargoyle asset found in the simulation. Gargoyles were grotesque apotropaic. That's a new word for me. Symbols common in the Middle Ages. The most famous historical gargoyle is remembered in the ancient phrase Keith David and Goliath, which describes two indomitable opponents who will never surrender. I don't know the reference to Keith David. I'm not sure why they put him. Is there some... Did he voice someone? I don't know. Love Keith David, though. Replica of a computer terminal from the simulation. Terminals allowed access to files on the EL system, including many that were loaded due to errors. They also allowed the founder to interact with the Milton Library assistant. Oh my goodness. Hexahedron, yeah, we use those for a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh. So this, there's all this stuff here, like, we're not going to encounter it out there? Oh my god. Can this game stop jump scaring me? Thank you, Julian. The creators of the simulation did not originally intend for them to be used. Maybe. Found yourself dozens of these. Well, you know, I've already done a couple myself. Huh, they're kind of giving you some answers, I feel like. So, are we gonna be doing completely different stuff? I didn't think it was gonna be like completely different. So our dreams are kind of haunted by the puzzles because that's part of the gold disc, kind of. That's part of our history. Something strange has come into the world, like a distortion, like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks within it. My eyes have been opened. This world is not without order. It is shaped by a great designer with signs and portents to guide my steps. I'm one of his children, and challenges are set before me to test my faith. Infinite growth. Our society is sick, and the idea that's made it sick is growth. Infinite growth, infinite consumption on a finite planet is a recipe for destruction. Our desire for more is what's making us kill the only home we have. And to do what? Produce more plastic toys, make more hamburgers, pour concrete over every last bit of green soil? Those who propose techno fixes to our problems are making the mistake of fighting the symptoms, not the cause. Anthropogenic climate change is one of many symptoms. The cause is human greed. That's what we must truly fight if we are ever going to undo the damage we did. And the battle starts within every one of us, with the realization that more isn't always better. The infinite growth on a finite planet thing is driving me up the wall. Our problem today isn't infinite growth, it's the increasing lack of real material growth that benefits people. Have you seen the state of our roads, our bridges, our hospitals? Have you noticed the lack of affordable housing? The stock market's going great though. Fake numbers are indeed growing infinitely, yes sir. But in the real world, investment in research is down. Huge areas of potential technological advancement are just sitting there. We have so many solutions at our fingertips, but we refuse to act because speculation is more profitable. Orangutans went extinct on a global level and nobody fully understands why. But hey, who needs better medical technology? Viruses have never jumped species before, have they? So this, I think that what it's saying is this is the mindset of those in power that is killing us, that is driving, you know, CEOs need their bonuses at the expense of all else. This is what this is saying. And that's not, like, these two things are not completely opposed, I don't think. An ancient virus which threatens the entire human species has been released from the melting Arctic permafrost. Society is collapsing. Select your character class. Politician. You are a politician. The intergovernmental organization you worked for has collapsed. Although you are not yet sick, most businesses are closed, rations are dwindling, and if you cannot find food, your family will starve to death. You must survive until this plague is defeated. What will you do? Forage. Steal. Politician, huh? How do I play to my strengths as a politician? You successfully steal some food from an apartment that's abandoned, or currently unoccupied at least. Your family's hunger decreased a little. Stealing has high risk, high reward. Your family is now well fed. Global population is now 5 billion. Somewhere else in the city exists one of the last remaining research laboratories, working desperately to find a solution to the viral threat. If the scientists cannot find a cure in time, humanity is doomed. You know what to do. Research. Pursue a breakthrough. Doesn't researching pursue a breakthrough? I don't know what the difference is there. Honestly, I have no idea. Research. It's not glamorous, but most scientific research consists of repetitive testing of samples and regimented recording of largely interchangeable results. Little by little, this is how science happens. Research level will increase a little. Research is reliable but inefficient. The virus has been isolated. Global population is now 4 billion. You and your family seem to be immune to the virus, but it continues to ravage the rest of the town. Rumors say most of the remaining food has been stockpiled by the billionaires in their underground bunkers. What will you do? Forage or steal? Let's see what foraging does. Research some sensors. Find old fruits and vegetable peelings. Foraging is reliable but inefficient. Your family is now hungry. Global population is now 3 billion. Meanwhile, the scientists continue their search for the cure. You can do it. You can save the world with the power of science. Do we have time to research 2 more times? History seems to be littered with eureka moments heralding a steep change in human understanding. Sadly, this isn't one of them. Research level remain the same. I wonder if that is like is there a chance, you know, is there a die rolling behind the scenes on my choices? Global population is now 2 billion. As if things were bad enough, as the human population dwindles, the insect population has exploded. A plague of locusts has decimated the town's unripened crops. But perhaps your family still has a chance. The insects themselves are nutritious and plentiful. We eat the locusts. Yeah. I don't honestly know if people do that. The insects are well fed and lazy. You grind them down into a nutritious paste with a mildly nutty flavor. Global population is now 1 billion. So we I don't think, have a choice but to pursue a breakthrough again, because we can't win. Oh, suddenly the scientists recognize a pattern. The virus is an expression of nature, just like water or cows. You know, water or cows, the 2 things, 2 examples of nature. And like water and cows, the solution isn't to fight it because it can't be defeated. The solution is to find a way to live with it and harness its power. Current research level 99%. A promising antiviral has been discovered, but there's still work to be done on manufacturing and delivering it in time. Suddenly, a breakthrough. The antivirus can be released as an aerosol, carried on the wind, and dispersed worldwide in a matter of days. This approach poses some risk to invertebrate life. The spiracles of cockroaches, flies, and locusts are particularly likely to convert the aerosol into highly poisonous compounds. Estimates suggest a 90% fatality rate among these species, and anything or anyone which consumes them. Well, obviously we're going to use character special, class special ability. As a politician, you enjoy exemplary skills of oration. which you promptly employed to convince people that you personally are responsible for the discovery of the antivirus. It may have been the scientists who did the manual labor, but it was the political class which enabled the funding of the scientists. The ramification of public acceptance of this narrative is that failure now to release the antivirus would be political suicide, even if the alternative is literal suicide. Only one choice is available. Release the antivirus. Saving humanity seems like the obvious ethical choice. The antivirus is released, bonding with the cirrocumulus cloud layer and falling as rain all across the planet. 87.5% of the human population has perished, but the last remaining billion will live to die another day. Except that is for you and your family, who will die this very moment. The poisoning of the insect population you are relying on for food will have far-reaching consequences for the future planet Earth. But not for you, because you all are dead. Congratulations! This is considered a win scenario by a majority of participants. I wanna come back and do a new class every time. I want to do all of these, but maybe not right now, maybe later. I freaking love these text adventures. So good. Files available for comparative analysis. All right, happiness 1. Unpopular opinion. Happiness is not material. Ultimately, all attempts to find meaning in material things are doomed. This is usually understood as a criticism of technophilia, but it applies just as much to its opposite. Meaning can be found neither in technology nor in primitivism, because meaning simply does not exist in the external world. You can be happy in an old stone house or a skyscraper, but it all depends on you and your perception of the world. If you find spiritual balance within yourself, you can be happy anywhere. Go take a shit in the forest without toilet paper and tell me about happiness. I'm not sure that happiness and meaning is the same thing, though. Happiness 2. Happiness is material. People say, oh, money doesn't matter, but come on, you know it does. Studies show that people do in fact get happier with more material wealth. And there isn't an upper cap. Ooh. Because the more money you have, the fewer worries you have, and the more options you have. Go where you want, do what you want. Have an idea? You can realize it without begging for crowdfunding money or filling out grant applications. That's real freedom. Money doesn't matter. It's something rich people came up with to keep the plebes in their place. Then why are so many celebs so freaking miserable? Why do so many rich people go all Howard Hughes and shit? Without an upper cap, I don't think that's true. I think that's why. I think this is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Obviously, yeah, we've created a society where you need money, you know, our basic necessities are gate kept behind money. So you need capital, you need money in order to get basic things. And of course you're gonna be happier when your basic needs are met. So yeah, there's a point at which you need money to be happy. But this upper cap, I think that is demonstrably not true. I think that at a certain point, you don't keep getting happier with more capital or more stuff. Rand.
Oh, just run the program on the center terminal over there, would you?
I did.
Wait, you're not my assistant. Who are you?
They call me 1K.
Of course. You're the new build. Number 1000. I suppose everyone's been treating you like royalty. This city's so obsessed with the numbers, they forget what really matters. What do you want?
What are you doing?
I'm one of the archive scholars. We run simulations to better understand the processes which define us. You probably wouldn't understand. Oh, well, I'd be happy to.
What do you make of recent events?
Troubling, but tantalizing. We have no idea what motives lie behind this strange apparition. But whatever the case, I'm sure we'll do the right thing. You're a soon-to-be pawn in a political game over the future growth of this city. All that matters to me is whether or not you're of good character. A matter I am actively pondering. The secret of how to lead a good life is encoded somewhere within us. My ambition is simple: to find it and share it. Hold on. Could you help me by going to that terminal in the middle there and running the program on it? Well, that was your first taste of the simulation. You must have questions.
What?
I do, actually. Your experience of the program. How did it feel?
It was fun.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. But this isn't a game. This is the future of our species. The interesting thing about this particular program is that no matter what choices you make, an ideal outcome seems to be impossible. It seems to demand sacrifice. Did you have the same experience?
Well, so far.
Who did you save?
Humanity.
As I expected. A skeptic would say this artifact existed simply to condemn us with the impossibility of ethical choice. No matter what moral laws we follow, people suffer and die, so what's the point? But that cannot be correct. We must be missing something. What is it trying to tell us?
No, that could be it. It's entirely... Also, the way that my family died was completely by luck. I could have foraged, I think, and if I didn't eat the locusts, maybe they would have lived, and so I technically could have saved everyone, even though 8 billion people died or whatever. It was just kind of luck. That part of it. Morality demands we respect individual rights. Morality demands sacrifice for the greater good. Morality is meaningless. We should do whatever we please. I can't put it into words, but I'm sure there's the right answer. Morality demands virtue. Morality demands love and compassion regardless the cost. Morality can't be reduced to a simple set of rules. I truly have no idea. I'm kind of somewhere between these two and this one too. Morality doesn't always demand a sacrifice for the greater good, I don't think. I also kind of am like, whatever. Who cares? It's meaningless. But overall, I think... I don't know. Let's try that.
You might be right. My research draws me inescapably to the conclusion that there is a concrete rule set for moral behavior. We just need to find it.
Okay.
Biological hominids had dreams manifested by their subconscious, which they tried to interpret and even to navigate with lucidity. We have the simulation. If we can realize our potential to understand it, we can realize our potential as a species. Thank you for bringing this additional data. I must return to my research. I wish you well on your inwards journey.
Well, you too. I wish you well on your inwards journey. Oh, I didn't read all of these, right? I don't know if all of these were in the first game or not. I don't remember. Some of them seem familiar. I'm just not gonna remember. It does seem like this is a, hey, if you haven't played the first game, then, you know, let's come over here and read a bunch of stuff. It was a good game. Read this stuff and then go play it. You should play it. Oh, these are what the bubbles are. Okay, alright. We're not gonna get to that expedition today, are we? I don't have a lot of time. I really want to know what it's about, though. Should I come back to this? No. No, I want to do it. do with the box? Can we see that if we stood on top of a box? Can we see this? Give it a shot, I guess. Not quite. Oh, Boop. Look at that. Oh, come on. So there's no like permanent record of me getting these. Okay. That's so cute. This looks great, you guys. Amazing work. Gosh. It's crazy. They recreated these levels with these painted walls. I hear the thing. Okay, it's right there. Hmm. amazing. Yeah. You gotta do this from here at some point. Like, what the fuck? Remember this one. I remember this too. Okay, well, we'll come back to this place at some point, I'm pretty sure. Whoop. I really want to start this expedition because I'm almost out of time. I know there's more stuff here in the city. Cat.
Hello, 1K. Nice to meet you. What brings you to Milton's Rest? It's funny how common that trait is. At first, I thought it might have been an error in the simulation, but it looks like it was the same for our ancestors. Can you believe that there used to be hundreds of millions of cats on the planet? And people used to make videos of them and share them with the rest of humanity?
Yes, it's us
Must
at our
have been
best.
incredible. I wonder if they appreciated how good they had it.
Tell me about cats.
They're incredibly odd creatures. I've had many, and no two are alike. They have strange habits, they do unexpected things, they have zero respect for anyone. They're the weirdos of the animal kingdom, basically.
Have you met the animal kingdom?
Maybe because of it, they end up
They are
running your
all
life.
pretty weird.
I once didn't use my recharging station for almost 15 years because one of my cats liked to sleep in it.
Favorite cat fact, go.
I think the most amazing fact about cats is that they self-domesticate.
Talking about the important stuff
Which
now.
is another way of saying that
real
they're not properly
philosophy.
domesticated at all. They just showed up one day and decided to start living with our ancestors. Then, after our ancestors died, they went back to living in the wild, and when we showed up, they moved right back into our homes. Dogs, meanwhile, turned back into wolves. They needed to change to survive.
Huh.
Cats just are.
Like the super, super domestic breeds of dogs maybe would not have a chance of surviving without us. Show me the kitties.
I do. Her name is Patricia. She's very beautiful and very specific in her
Patricia.
preferences. She loves sunshine and sitting on people's heads. And she has a psychotic hatred of flies. I don't mean that she tries to catch them like a normal cat. I mean she is furious at the mere fact of their existence. Well, this is the spot where the founder buried her first cat, Milton. She found Milton just after she woke up, and he lived with her and the first companions for almost 20 years.
Oh my
They
god.
say she was heartbroken when he died and swore that one day she would find the means to extend the lifespans of biological
That's
organisms.
obviously where she went. Wouldn't you do the same? We've solved it. This is why the founder is missing. We're trying to extend the life of cats. Because there are babies.
Probably, but we haven't really tried. It's not really considered part of the goal, you know. So, unfortunately, our cats still die pretty quickly.
Okay, so
You fall in love with them, they become a part of your life, and then they're gone. That's why we built this place, to remember them.
I was wondering why this was called Milton's Rest. It's because Milton was her cat. She named her cat Milton. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, these guys live so much longer than we do, but this is how it works with pets. And with each other in a way. I mean, pets, of course, their lives are shorter than ours, but for us, you know, we just have different generations of people. So we do experience death all the time, and we kind of have to. I think we should extend their lives. That's kind of a role play decision to say that.
I agree, but it's not how things work around here.
Where are the kitties? Okay, let's start over here. Milton, when everything changed. You made sure I wasn't alone? Stop it. Dean, the nicest cat. Perhaps the only nice cat. Stop it. Lots of cats are nice. Carlita, we did everything we could to save you. I hope there's an afterlife for cats. Castiel, half angel, half demon. Oh, perfect. Damn, truly a special creature. So glad I saved you. Gru, a powerful cat and a good friend. I miss you, and I'm sorry I couldn't find you again. Hassan, you were very gentle and beautiful, and I wish nature had been kinder to you. The little man, I'm so sorry. I wish I could have protected you. This is like, oh my god. This is just a memorial to death made by, not in a meta sense, in an in-game sense, made by robots who are sorta immortal. Old lady, undoubtedly the most powerful demon on Earth, love you forever. It's a memorial to death. I mean, that's what memorials are, more or less. But like, I don't know, in a meta sense, is it a cat or a tank? Are these cats that the devs have had? And this is a way, or fans maybe? There was a, I don't know if there was a crowdfunding thing where you could get your cat in here or something, but well, it's heartbreaking. Thanks for that. The tiny, quiet kind, impossible to pick up even with hands of steel. Mr. Cat. Father of generations. No, spay and neuter your animals, people. Bazamundo. No cat ever loved humans more than him. Would have been a perfect companion for Alexandra Drennan. Iris, your fluffy whiteness was like that of a cloud. Max. Magnificent Max. Loved food so much he struggled with diarrhea. Eva liked to play with laser beams. Look at those feet. Frodo could fit in any box, no matter how small. Ivan, you raised us as much as we raised you. Sam. Started with Sam. Misha, the blackest cat, the devil's cat. Arya, alas, you've only ever sang for food. In loving memory of Biba, the originator of the pigeon slaying industry and just a cat with impeccable taste in humans. Also keep your damn cats indoors so they don't kill birds. Pigeons are invasive in the US. Sure, but like, come on. Twiggy, she's napping in a better place now. Is that a cat on the bed there, or a dog or something, or a pillow? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, what a good picture. What a schmooze. Silly ball of energy. Smarter than all of us. Left us too soon. Donnie? Fearless king, ruler of his domain, as big in heart as he was in volume. Gina. Oh my goodness. What a unit. Repeatedly killing things in the afterlife, but with love. What is your name? These cats are just called Cat. But obviously they give the cats names. You know, in the lore, they should have names. Oh, it doesn't even say cat, it just says pet. I want to know its name. Destroyer of dreams. God, yeah, very curious cat. Zuko, persistent door scratcher and lapwarmer. Louis, we found you as a tiny street fighter and you grew up to be our best friend. Smart, fearless, and loving. Sausage! Her beautiful gaze is upon me and her presence gives me comfort. Smetana? White as sour cream, soft as cottage cheese. Fierce, soaking in the desert sun. She's beautiful. Danny, I didn't mind you eating my chips. Smudge, destroyer of strawberries, master of play, expert napper. Zira. Ginger, destroyer of carpets, devourer of food, connoisseur of cuddles. Pepper, spy in a former life, constantly monitoring all things from the shadows, expert arguer. Foxy, even the foxiest among us eventually have to face their hounds. Eyeball, Psyche, Psycho, she has many names. A nightmare and a soulmate to Jakar. If I lose all else, may I never forget her. Azriel, we rescued you, then you rescued us. Earl, beloved streamer and accomplished typist. Finn, a typical Leo, he liked attention, delicately wrapping his tail around his paws and sleeping in awkward positions. Legend. A wee boy who lived up to his name. Lily, thank you for getting your hair everywhere. Evie, beautiful on the outside only. Oh, I'm sure that's not true. Dipstick, he was a real cat, if you know what I mean. Flux and void. In calm, our love was filled. In play, laughter abounded. In war, the fragile shattered. I feel like that's a Dragon Age reference. Paddington, may you find cuddles and carpets to pee on wherever you may be. Worf, in different worlds but never apart. Best friends forever, a cosmic work of art. Lucy, you came to me, and ever since then my life has been brighter, my number one. Norma Jean, your original father passed away and I took you in. You were scared, but now I hope you're happy. Bitsy, you were taken from us too soon. I miss you more and more every day. Sweet dreams, baby. It's more Liddy. Dana and Fox, the truth is out there. Dick Cheney, why would you name your cat that? For a creature with so much fur, you were always trying to keep warm with your oversized hats. I call bullshit on that too. No, he wasn't. You put that there. Don't lie. Cooper, the court jester of my heart. Chewie. It's a good angle on Chewie. Music is supposed to soothe the savage beast, but you were different. Mister, your ability to relax was unparalleled. That belly. Dom, I was always so glad that you never grew into your ears. Stanley Biscuits. To the best neighbor I ever knew. Stanley Biscuits, I miss you every day. Beauty. Kipper B. Wojcichin? I don't know how to say that. Here lies a cat who was devious. His cunning ways were quite mischievous, but we loved him all the same. One more stand. Luna. Her name is Luna. She smells like tuna. Saffron and Can. May you hunt forever. Arrow. Never stop screaming. God, beautiful. To Lena, my best friend, who has always been the sunshine of my life. Ripley and Smog. Sun sleepers. Moth hunters. Our favorite beasts. Sir. You were such a gentleman and I miss you dearly. Lilu, you were such a diva and always judged me with your stares, but you were a furry sweetheart underneath it all. Miss you, darling. Senya, the best magic sausage in the world. Look at that eye color. Oh my gosh, amazing. Can't wait to see you again someday. Jazzy and Gaia, to the most gentle and loving cats one could ask for. Jenny did not like to be held by the unworthy. Luna. Her name is Luna. She smells like tuna. Oh my god. Amazing. Can see Henry behind me today. Here lies Henry. He's not dead. He's just sleeping. He's sleeping real good. He's just a big orange fluff bucket right now. Just looks like a pillow. I think he's the only one around me at the moment. Okay, that was amazing. Oh no, I scared the kitty. Come back, be my friend. I'll walk up to you slower this time.
Founder bless you.
Shut up. Hi. That cat doesn't like me. Calliope. Was that the same cat? Jesus. No, that's a different cat. I'm willing to bet you have to sit somewhere and let that cat come to you. That's a museum. I think I went there when I started into this one. There was a thing at the beginning saying something was closed, so we can't go there.
What do you think that was?
It was Prometheus.
Not sure, but it wasn't the actual Prometheus. It was some kind of a projection.
How do you know it wasn't the actual Prometheus?
Because that would be stupid.
Would it? How do you know all the ancient gods weren't projections like this one? Maybe whoever said this projection is behind all those legends.
Sure, I guess technically that's possible. But it's not very likely, is it?
I don't think any of us are very likely.
What if it's a message from Athena?
Didn't you say Athena wouldn't approve of all this?
I did.
Then why would she send us a sign on completion day? And why wouldn't she just show up herself?
Maybe she's trying to teach us a lesson.
You know-
Prometheus is a symbolic figure after all.
Maybe it's Mayor Hoyman.
Wait.
What? Interrupting his own ceremony? After all the effort he put into it?
Maybe he's trying to distract us from the fact that he didn't manage to get the dome done on time.
With all the power failures, I don't think we have enough energy to create that kind of projection.
Maybe that's why
That's a
we
fair
have
point.
power failures.
That's also a
Now
fair
you're
point.
starting to sound like Jock. Next, you'll say, it's aliens.
I just prefer to keep an open mind.
If you open your mind any further, your brain will fall out.
It's an interesting thought just to think about the timing alone. These guys, I don't think have had an important day happen to them in the who knows how long, and all of a sudden we have a celebration and this happens. The Gehenna Memorial Exhibition is closed. Postponed in accordance with the new power management and distribution plan. I hopped over one of these earlier. Oh. Maybe we'll come back and it'll be open. Alright, there might be some more stuff out here, but I think we can come back. I want to get this expedition started and just see what it's gonna possibly be about. Alright. Expedition. Oh, nice. We have an osprey.
So, what's the verdict? Are we going?
It's time.
I guess Byron was pretty convincing, hmm? Well,
Oh, so
we'll
I guess
see.
if you say no,
I just
this
wonder
is
how much
kind
of the city is going to fall apart while I'm gone. Actually, we haven't been formally introduced. I'm Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer. Saved you from the
Okay.
elevator. Ah, we got a funny one over here. You think you're joking, but just wait until one of your hinges starts squeaking. Anyway,
All right.
you ready to go?
Yes.
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be, as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
We're almost there.
Nighty-night.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
I love Mysterious
We hit
Islands.
some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
You can say that again.
That is a bloody mega structure.
What
If
the
I had a
hell?
spine, it'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
Who built this?
It really is incredible.
Are there very
Remember
many
to turn on streaming, everyone?
different factions in the robot community?
Have
I mean,
ever
this is
mentioned that I hate flying?
this would be a
If our
massive use of
creators had intended us
resources.
to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And... touchdown.
A voice in the wilderness.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
Explore the area. It's one of my favorite things to do.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics,
Yep, that's my
blueprints.
job probably.
A manual would be great.
How did I know? Oh my god. I mean, it does look like aliens, right? But I don't know. It's kind of the whole point. We have no idea. I mean, is this the prison, or was this built to be something else? Something is a prison.
Hey, 1K, check out these coordinates.
Coordinates. Do I have a map? Like, how am I supposed to know where that is? Oh, I got stuff going on. What? The northern part of the island, home to several settlements. What's going on social media? I know you all have been looking forward to playing the winners of the biannual Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition, now in its 312th edition at the Gehenna Memorial Pavilion. Unfortunately, due to our new power management and distribution plan, the pavilion will have to remain closed a little longer. Thank you for your patience. This is disappointing. Would have been great to have them ready for completion day. We all have to make sacrifices to stay true to the founder's vision. Those text adventures are the only thing that breaks me out of the monotony. Why prioritize this pointless completion day celebration over an exhibition that people actually care about? Art is one of the last things we actually still do. Is that going out the window now as well? Debate regarding our power management plan is definitely welcome. Really. And you all will be able to express yourselves in the next election, but this thread was just meant as an announcement. I apologize for enabling replies to begin with. What coordinates? I'm just looking around. I'll get there eventually, wherever he is. Oh, Jesus.
That sort of looks like a temple.
This is very similar to the statue of the robot holding the cat. Seems to imply this was built by our people. But the general public doesn't know about it, and even this team doesn't know about it. Who does know about this? I wonder if the founder is setting a new test for this new generation. What happens if I throw myself off a cliff? I kind of want to know. I want to know.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
On the universe. A fragment from Stratton's On the Universe. A Mintus? I grant you then that man is indeed like Talos and cannot escape his material nature due to the claims of metaphysics, as you have said many times. Nicomachus? Too many, perhaps. Stratton. Isn't Stratton the one that came up with what is known as the Talos Principle? I can't remember. Repetition is the mother of teaching, at least when the students are hard-headed. But what does this tell us about the nature of the universe, which is what we were discussing? That is the next question we must undertake to answer. We begin with the self because that is what determines our existence as individuals, but the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos. So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from that fact? Yeah, in the game's lore, Stratton, this philosopher, is the one who comes up with the Talos Principle. wonder if this can be translated. Got it.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. Here we go.
Probably need more.
Okay. You know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
It's just a power supply, I guess.
Golden gates. I wonder what's behind those. Has to be something special, right?
Something important.
You know what
It's
would be
on my
special?
compass.
An explanation.
And that icon came up when I loaded the game. With that other list of icons. What the fuck?
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net?
We got power.
I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
Sure.
Where is the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
This game is insane! Compared to what the scope of the first one was.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
Dude. Oh my goodness. The imagery here is, it's really just astounding. Again, compared to the scope of the first game. Wow.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
This is the table.
That device was not in the simulation.
Ooh. Okay. This device was not in the simulation, correct. Somebody who knows about the simulation has been building on the ideas of the simulation.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
Okay,
It's
so
headed for the lake.
what do I do?
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating.
Should I have followed it?
Melville?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
I don't know if I could have seen it. Holy shit. I don't want to stop playing. I literally have no time. This is so good. I can't. Oh my god, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. And I'm gonna also faff around too, because of course. Okay.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell,
How
it
did
uses
you get
the
in
energy
here?
of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Why did I have to go through that gate?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this?
It's
A
logical.
theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this
Can I
place
choose
was
which one
meant
to
to
put
be
down?
explored. So let's do that.
Oh, jeez. Fuck. What? Dude.
Hey 1K, how can I help you?
I don't want to know. Do you want to solve some of these puzzles? No, they're mine.
Oh no, please.
Yeah,
no puzzles.
back off.
I'm so bad at puzzles. I barely got out of the booting process. Elohim thought I might be defective.
Oh my god, this is amazing! I'm so excited. Obviously, I'm gonna come back and do these soon, I hope. Oh my god, this is so good.